Hi there folks, welcome to another Tabletop Assault. I'm Will.
I'm Ross.
And we have got a 1500 point bat rep for you today. I will be fielding my Astra Militarum, my favourites.
And I'll be using Adeptus Mechanicus, so it's a mech off, if you will.
A mech off, I like it. What are we going to be playing?
We're going to be playing Contact Loss today. So how that works is that we're going to field 6 objective markers throughout the field. And at the beginning of each of our turns, we draw 1 objective card. Okay, so we get 1, try and achieve it, etc. After that, turn 2, you then draw up to 6 objective cards for each objective marker you control. So if you control no objective markers, you get 0 cards. You control all of them, you can draw up to 6. So it's really important to move that position and get those objective markers. Usual stuff, First Blood, Linebreaker and Slay Warlord all apply as well.
Sounds good. So with that, let's just have a quick look at the forces. This is the Astra Militarum force I'll be running today. This is a Battle Force Spearhead detachment, so I'll get obviously my 3 command points plus 1 for the Spearhead. That'll be run with my HQ front and centre. That's just a tank commander with a Punisher Gatling cannon, a las cannon, 2 multi-meltas, and he'll have the relic Kurov's Aquila. And his Warlord trait will be Grand Strategist. I like the combo on those two because obviously I get to farm command points when I use them, and when Ross uses command points I get to farm them there as well. So not too bad, nice little combo there. It's probably worth mentioning, Kurov's Aquila, it does state that it can only be used by an officer. Tank Commander does have the officer keyword as well. Then obviously my heavies, I've got a Lehman Russ tank with battle cannon and 3 heavy bolters. Behind that tank I've got 2 identical Lehman Russes with demolisher cannons and 3 heavy bolters. And I've got, just in front of the Stormlord, I have a heavies weapons team with 3 las cannons. It's probably worth mentioning, just in terms of the heavy weapons teams, these guys are really point efficient. So if you've got them, get them on the field. For an elite slot, I've got a Tech Priest Engine Seer. He's just going to have his Omnissiah Axe, Servo Arm and las pistol, so running on bare bones. Again, if you watch any of these battle reports, I field the Dominus because I prefer it to the Tech Priest, but he is my Tech Priest Engine Seer. Next elite slot, I've just got a veteran squads, and they're obviously just got their las guns. The Sarge has got the las pistol and chainsword, and they'll have 2 grenade launchers in there. And then follow that up, I've got a super heavy auxiliary, which is obviously my Stormlord, can't really miss it. It's got 3 twin heavy bolters, 2 heavy stubbers, 2 las cannons, and of course the Vulcan Mega Bolter. But that is it, not a lot on the field. It's probably worth mentioning, I will be running the Tallarn Regimental Doctrine. Just means that all my tanks can move and they won't suffer a penalty for having a heavy weapon. So full ballistic skill, not bad. But that is it for the Astra Militarum. Let's see what Ross is bringing.
So I've got my AdMech forces here, 1500 points, and I'll be using them as a Strategist 8 Forge World. I'm going to be using a Spearhead detachment as well, so I've got 4 command points to play with. So for my HQ, I'm going to use an actual Tech Priest Dominus. None of this pretending from Will. He is a Tech Priest Dominus. He has, for his Arcana Mechanica, which is basically relics, he's got the Auto Cadus of Archenland, and his Warlord trait is Necromechanic. He is armed with Omnissiah Axe, Eradication Ray and a Phosphor Serpentor. For my troops, I have 8 Skitarii Vanguards. There is going to be 2 Plasma Calvers in there and 1 Omnispec, with the rest of them armed with Radium Carbines. I've then got a unit of Skitarii Rangers. 2 of them have got Transonic Arquebus. One's got an Omnispec, and then the rest are just armed with Galvanic Rifles. I've also got a unit of 3 Cataphron Destroyers, and they have heavy grav cannons and Cognis Flamers. And for my fast attack, I've got 2 Iron Strider Ballistari with twin Cognis las cannon and broad spectrum data tethers. and I've got 3 Sidonia Dragoons, all of them armed with taser lances, and they've also got broad spectrum data tether as well. Next I've got 2 Tallarn robots. They're armed with, all of them armed with heavy phosphor blasters between them, so that's 6 heavy phosphor blasters. And then I've got 2 Dune crawlers, both kitted out the same, both with neutron lasers, both with 2 Cognis heavy stubbers, and both with broad spectrum data tethers as well. And that is my 1500 points of Strategist 8 Admech. So this is the battle map we are playing on today. It's a bit of a combination of the sort of terrain Will's got in Edinburgh and the map we have in Glasgow. And you know what? I'm loving the variety. It's looking good. So where's our 6 objective markers in this game? We have our objective marker 1, which is the Genestealer head, I believe in the tank. We have objective marker 2, the console, down here. Objective marker 3, which is this tower in this building. Objective marker 4, which is the bomb. Objective marker 5, which is the surgery table. And objective marker 6, which is the surgery tools. So yeah, that's the map we're playing on and all the objective markers. Let's have a look at deployments.
Here we have the Astra Militarum deployment. Yeah, this little bubble. I've literally just hidden things as best I can because Ross has a lot of DACA. And he obviously has a chance to seize the initiative.
I'm due it.
He is due one, so I am pretty nervous. So I've tried my best to use that building to block line of sight of some of the key tanks. The Stormlord, he can take a lot of punishment, so that's not too bad. Obviously I've got my heavy weapons team squirreled away inside the Stormlord, the veterans, and one of my demolisher tanks has gone into reserves essentially. I've set them up in an ambush. I've used the Tallarn ambush stratagem. Now obviously it has been FAQ'd, so only one vehicle can go into ambush stance. The rest obviously would have to be infantry or otherwise. Which is a shame because hiding 3 Leman Russ in ambush stance would have been far too good. Obviously it cost me 3 command points, but I do have Grand Strategist, so every time I use a command point on a 5+, I get to harvest it back, so to speak. So got my 3 dice here. Let's see if I can get them back. Boom! 2 command points. 1 command point for 2 ambushes. It's not too bad. But that is it for the Astra Militarum so far. I'm back up to 3 command points. Let's see where Ross deploys.
So I've now got the Admech deployment here, and unlike Will, I've decided to deploy everything. I could have put stuff in reserve, but I've decided not to. Let's live dangerously. So I've got my Dominus in the middle here, surrounded by 2 Dune crawlers. I have my Castellan robots over here, along with my destroyers and Sidonian dragoons. I've got my Iron Strider Ballistari with our last cannons, and a unit of Rangers over on this side, looking for any characters, but there's none present at the moment I can pick off. And then I've got my Vanguards just hunkering down to take this objective here. So yeah, I'm just praying for a lot of rerolls. Hopefully Dominus will do a lot of that and repair units. But with that, here comes the seas. Here comes the seas.
Aha! You can use a command point?
I'm going to, because I really need to cause a wee bit of damage in the first turn.
Aha!
Well, that is not ideal. So let's move on to Astra Militarum, turn 1.
So I'm glad I got first turn. I need it. In all honesty, I've got to try and move up because Ross has those. What's it? The Sturgis doctrine. It's
Strategist 8. Yep. So you're -1 to it if you're not within 12 inches of me.
Yeah, which is essentially reducing me to orc shooting.
Nice.
Which is pretty bad. So I need to get moving up. Obviously, I have 2 units in ambush, which at the end of my movement I will get onto the table. Key locations, so I should bring at least 1 demolisher in range. Other than that, let's just crack a lack.
Cool, well first turn I'm going to activate Shroudpsalm, so everything is in cover.
Cool.
Just so you know, go activate in the battle round. So, yep, let's have a look at your movement.
Obviously, before I actually start with the movement, I might want to choose my objective. So, get 1 for this turn. And what is that? That is defend objective 2. So I score 2 victory points if I control objective marker 2 at the end of 2 consecutive turns. Which isn't too bad because it's right there. Not too bad, easy points to start with. But with that, let's get on with movement. Kickstarting the movement phase, I'm going to issue an order with my tank commander here onto the Demolisher tank, and I'm going to use get around behind them. So this is a Tallarn specific tank order. The ordered model can move up to 6 inches in this phase, either before or after it shoots, as if it were the movement phase. This does not affect how far the vehicle has moved for the purposes of determining how many times it can fire its turret weapon as described in Grinding Advance. So that's not too bad, it's essentially a free 6-inch movement. I'm not sure if I'm going to move it its entire movement after that, because I might be in range to fire its turret weapon twice. So let's just get that measured up and we'll be right back. That's the Astra Militarum movement done. Just to recap, the Demolisher tank there obviously got its 6-inch free movement from the order. Then I moved it just under the halfway mark for the movement. So now I can use the Grinding Advance special rule to double tap the Demolisher. And it is in range of the Onagar. So it'll be 2 shots. I am still over 12 inches away, so again, Orc Ballistics. Haha! So it is tough. I need to keep moving forward. Now obviously the other tanks and my tank commander just moved in behind them. The Tech Priest, I advanced him because he's got nothing to do, so just moved him right up and into cover. The Stormlord, I've moved him right up. Again, need to get him as close as possible within that 12-inch. Now, he does have Sidonian Dragoons that are potentially will be able to charge me. However, Stormlord can move away from combat and keep shooting, so it's not too bad. I've used the ambush straight off the bat, so they've come on. My Demolisher tank just off the wing there, 7 inches from a table edge, 9 inches away from Ross's units. Can't use the double tap on that, I'm afraid, because it was FAQ'd, sadly. And then on the other side, I've got my veterans here. Nice line of sight of that objective marker and obviously the Vanguard. But that is it for the movement. Let's get on with Astra Orc shooting. Turn 1. Kickstarting the Astra Militarum shooting, we've got my veterans here. Now they are obviously going to take pot shots at these Vanguard. Now since I've come on, I am in rapid fire range and obviously within that 12, so no minus to my shots here. However, Ross is, was it
Shroudpsalm?
Perfect. So
I'm in cover.
Yes, it's not too bad. However, rapid fire range, I've got 14 las guns here, or las gun shots even, to fire, and the las pistol. So we're going to be hitting on 3s with these to start with, and then we'll move on to the grenade launcher. So 3s, not bad.
Only hand moved, you get to reroll all them. Do you? No, wait, you're not Kyria.
I'm not Kyria, no. I'm Tallarn, so...
Well, good choice then.
Yeah, not too bad. And it's going to be 4s on this, so let's see what we can do. Hidden away a couple there. Okay, so it looks like it's only going to be...
3 wins.
Yeah, not too bad. Yeah.
3 wins, and it will be 3 up saves, 4+ normally, but I'm in cover due to Shroudpsalm. Ooh, so I lose 2 of them.
Not too bad. We do have the grenade launchers next, so I've got 2 there. They're going to be firing their frag grenades, so it's going to be D6 apiece, so let's see how many shots I get. Huh, so 5. That's another 3 there, so 5 hits. Let's do this. So I'm going to need 3s. All of them, not bad. And I'm going to need 4s here as well. So only 1.
Only 1. Any AP?
No.
3+ save.
Let's go.
That's called, thank goodness, because that was a 1.
There we go, so only 2 down. Alright, next we've got the Demolisher here. He's going to fire absolutely everything he is worth at that Onagar Dune Crawler. I want these guys gone because they can rip tanks apart.
Sure can.
So obviously because of grinding advance, I do get to fire twice with that thing. So let's see what we can do. It's going to be 2d3 essentially because it has to hit the same target. So let's see how many shots I get with the Demolisher. Okay, so I get 4 hits with that, or not 4 hits, 4 shots even. Okay, so I'm going to need 5s on this.
Because the Strategist 8.
Yep. Ooh, not a 1.
Oh no.
I'm not going to use a command point to get a reroll on that. It's too early in the day, I think. I do have 9 heavy bolter shots up next. Let's see what we can do. So we're going to need 5s on this. Only 3. Oh, sorry, that was a 5 there, but it's only 3. Get that right of that. And what's your toughness?
Toughness 7.
Toughness 7, okay. It's going to be 5s again. So I get 1, and it's -1.
-1, but he is in cover due to Shroudpsalm, so I'm a 3+ save. Which I fail. So
yeah, heavy bolter's only 1 damage, so it's 1 damage off. Okay, next up we've got the other Leman Russ. He's got the battle cannon. Again, he's going to fire everything he's worth at the Onagar. Again, because of Tallarn, because I've moved, I don't get the -1 for my other weapons. I should probably keep reminding on that particular one. So we'll start with the battle cannon. Let's see how many shots I'm going to get.
Oh!
1, I will use a command point on that, however.
Cool. Do you want to use this as your reroll now? If you're 5+, you get it back?
Yeah, sure. Let's see if I can get it back to begin with. Which I do.
Bet you wish that was the shots.
Ah, no, we'll see what happens.
How many shots?
How many shots do I get?
Oh no! Well, at least you didn't lose a command point.
Oh my god, exactly. So, no losses there, I suppose.
Oh,
so it's going to be a 5 to hit on this.
And
6.
Yeah, nice.
What are the odds? A 6, a 1, a 6.
It's painful.
So, yeah, no, that's a hit.
Yep. Strength 8.
Strength 8.
3's to wound.
3's to wound. Let's see what we can do.
Shows a 1. You're due it. Oh!
5, so it is a wound.
How much off my armour?
It's only -2.
-2. I'm a 2+ save at the moment due to cover, so it's a 4+ save. Which we don't make. How much damage do you do?
It's only D3.
Only D3, I'll take it.
So that's 2 damage. Next up, we've got all these heavy bolters here. Let's see what we can do. So I'm going to need 5s on these due to the Shroud.
Well, not due to the Shroud, due to, I think, Shroud's a different thing.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Oh no, it's just your doctrine, isn't
yeah,
it?
my Forge World Dogma.
That's
Cool,
it.
they hit.
Yep, so
5s
5s to wounds. For 1 wounds,
-1.
-1.
So will be a 3+ save.
So that's
Wow, I'm really not making saves.
Yeah, that's a 1, so it's another wound off there. And with William just essentially headbutting a brick wall here, he is going to fire his next tank at the Onagar. Now this is obviously my tank commander who has a ballistic skill 3, so it's going to go up to a 4, and he's going to start with his Punisher. Everything is going into this guy. So
you really
las
want him
cannons.
gone.
I know, I really want him gone. It's because you can repair him.
Yeah, I
and
can.
if you repair him, oh my god, that would hurt me inside so bad. Right, so anyways, 20 shots here from the Punisher. Let's see what we can do. So we're looking at 4s. It's okay.
Looking promising, it's only about 50%.
Yeah, not too bad to begin. However, I'm going to need a lot of 5s on this.
You are.
Let's see what we can do. 5s and 6s. So only 3.
Only 3. Yeah. And no minuses.
No minuses, 1 damage piece.
Cool, 2+ saves, gonna make loads. Made them all.
All of them. We do have the las cannon next, so it's going to be 4s to hit. Let's see what we can do. Nothing.
Oh.
And last but not least, we've got the multi-meltas, which are in range, same range as the Punisher. So we've got 2 shots here. Let's see what we can do. 4s. So 1 gets through. It's 8, so it's going to be 3 to wound you.
Sure is.
So that's 1 wound.
Wound. How much is off? 4, isn't it?
It's -4, yeah.
So either way, I've got a 5 up invul.
Oh my word, Ross! That regimental doctrine, whatever it is you've got, that is brutal.
Yep.
Next up, we've got the Stormlord. I've been agonising over what to do with this because I'm suffering from diminished ballistic skill here. So the heavy weapons team inside and the las cannons on the Stormlord are all going to go into the Onagar. See if I can try and get him down.
I'll recommend do the heavy weapons team later. If you buy Miracle Destroy him, you have options.
Yeah, no,
later
I will do. But we'll start with the Stormlord. So the two las cannons here. Obviously, it's -1 to my shot. Yep, but Tallarn, obviously, it's not a further -1 because when I move with heavy weapons, I don't suffer ballistic skill deterioration from that. So great. Las cannons, let's see what we can do. So it's 2 shots into those guys. All the rest of the weapons are going into the ballistari. So let's see what we can do. So 2 shots, and I'm looking at 5s. Nothing, that's a 3 under there.
Oofed.
So nothing, that Onagar lives. Let me gather some dice for the Vulcan Mega Bolter and the Heavy Bolters, and we'll try and take out some walking chickens. Okay, so moving on, we've got the Vulcan Mega Bolter here into the ballistari down there. Let's see what we can do. So it's 20 shots. It's obviously going to be minus from 4s to 5s now, so we're going to need a lot of 5s and 6s here. Oh, not looking good.
Strategist is paying off dividends at the moment.
Oh, absolutely.
3 misses there.
Yeah. Can you imagine if I was playing orcs, buddy? This would not be happening. So it's only 5 hits. It will be 4s here. Wow, not good at all. So only 2 go through.
2 go through.
-2.
-2. I am usually a 4-up save, 3+ due to Shroud, so it's 5+ saves.
Yep.
I've got 1. Show me.
So it's 2 damage so far.
Yep.
I do have all my twin heavy bolters, so I will need to gather a ton of dice for this. Give me 2 seconds. Next up, we've got all the twin heavy bolters. Gonna need a lot of this to go through, so it's actually gonna be hitting on 5s, then wounding on 5s.
Okay.
So let's see what we can do. Oh wow, not good at all. Not good. Only 4 actually get through. I'm gonna need 5s and 6s here. Only 1, and it's -1, only 1 damage.
So 4+ save. Nope, so we're down to 3 wounds left.
I do have heavy stubbers on there, which are obviously going to follow in a second. Okay, so the heavy stubbers, just 2 heavy stubbers again into the ballistari. Let's see what we can do. I need 5s and 5s here. Oh my god, where was that?
Where was that? Oh man.
Alrighty, let's see if we can try and replicate that. With 1. 1 damage if it gets through, no minuses, my friends.
So 3+ save.
Oh no. The heavy weapons team inside the Stormlord. Now I was going to throw them at the Onagar. I've changed my mind. I'm going to throw them at the Iron Strider Ballistari.
Remember I recommend don't roll them all at the same time last guys? Yeah.
To be honest, I don't think they're going to hit anything. I've moved so they suffer -1 to hit, and obviously they're over 12 inches away from the target. Any target, so that's a further -1. So it's actually going to be 6s to hit with these guys.
Sure was double 1.
Oh no, let's not. Lots of 6s. Not a 1.
Oh, Strategist saved me for 1 there. Oh.
Well, yeah, exactly. Would have got 1 through, but that is it for those guys. I've just got 1 Demolisher tank left, and that is it for this disastrous turn. Alright, next and last, we've got this Demolish tank. I need to get rid of these high-powered weaponry. I was kind of hoping that I would get rid of an Onagar, but I didn't take into account that -1. Brutal for Admech.
Yep.
So anyway, Demolisher Cannon, everything is going into these guys. If I can get rid of 1 turkey, that'd be great. So Demolisher Cannon, let's see how many shots I'll get. 2, okay, I'll take that.
Now, are you -1? Are you over 12 inches away?
I am, just. Literally just. Obviously, according to the FAQ, it counts as moved its full value, so no double tapping from this either.
Sure.
So it's just, let's see what we can do. So I'm going to need 5s to hit here. So I get 1 hit through.
That's all you need.
And then it is strength 10, so it's going to be 3s.
Show me 1 or 2. Ooh, now I need to roll that. How much are you off my armour?
It's -3.
-3, I'm 3 usually, so it's going to be my 6-up in roll, but that's either way. I need to get what you just rolled there. So, 6-up! That's the complete opposite. Is it D6 damage you cause?
It sure is. So let's see what we can do here.
Let's risk it. I just need you to roll a 1 or 2.
Oh, no.
Show me 1 or 2.
Oh my word, William! Why can't you roll higher than a 2?
And you've already used your reroll this turn.
I sure have. Well, that's 1 bit of damage. I do have all the heavy bolters. Yep. Let's see what they can do. So it's going to be 5s here. For only 2.
Oh man.
I need both of these to actually go through.
Yeah, but it's 5s. Are you showing 5? 5s to wounds.
5s to wounds. So for only 1.
Only 1, and I'll be a 4+ save.
Yep.
1 off.
Done it. Not gonna lie. Got it.
So we do have 1 morale test to take with my Skadi Vanguard. I will fail on a 6, which will take out 1 guy. Still roll a 6, Ross. Well, you know, couldn't be more thankful for that.
Oh my god, folks. That was brutal. That regimental doctrine for...
Well, it's a Forge World Doctrine.
Forge World Doctrine, my apologies. Is brutal. -1 to hit.
Space Marines and Chaos have it as well, but
really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, just
I think Elder do as well.
I think that's actually one that they've just dropped as well.
I think it's Astra, just don't have it.
Yeah, well, you would think with the DACA, but even then, being reduced to Arc Ballistic skill is just filthy. Like, just a faction wide, reducing all my shooting. Don't know where to go with that. Just all I can do is just wait to receive the absolute slapping Ross is about to give me. So with that, let's just crack on.
So quite a disappointing turn for Will there.
Quiet, Ross.
Yeah. Didn't do the damage. You're really gonna have to roll up closer to me if you're gonna cause some serious damage. So I'm loving it. I am still got a fair few things. It's going to be a simple turn of just really, you know, shooting you back for this. Let's have a look at the objective cards I do draw in this turn. So drawing my card for turn 1, and it's Big Game Hunter. I have options. So that was a pretty good card to draw in my turn 1. I'm quite excited about it. Gonna move on to my movement phase. So I finished up my movement for the Adeptus Mechanicus. Pretty simple. This Dune Crawler moved to be close to Dominus for heals. A lot of these just stayed still, as planned. Our Sedinner Dragoons are going to be going after Stormlords to a degree, because they can. And then my Vanguard have moved up here, basically to give me line of sight with the Plasma onto the Leman Russes, and the Radium Carbines onto these pesky wee ambushers. It's not ideal, I need rid of them. I am going to attempt to repair onto my Dune Crawler. Now I do have Necromechanic, so I get additional wounds back on it, and I do have the Autocadus as well, which allows me to re-roll. So I'm going to re-roll. I'm going to regain D3 wounds. For 3 wounds plus 1, that brings me from 7 to 11. It's back to full wounds.
Not too shabby.
So at the end of my movement phase, I'm going to activate Benediction Override, which allows the Castellan robots to switch into, I think it's Protector Protocol. It'll be the one where I gotta shoot a lot. It's either Conqueror or Protector. I'm going to be firing a lot of DACA your way. Usually good at clearing out troops, but we're going for tanks today. However, because I'm using a stratagem, Will, you get to do one of your abilities.
Yeah, so Cure of Sequilla. Obviously, whenever an opponent uses strategy on a 5+, I gain a command point. Although I've been rolling spectacularly low dice rolls today, and it's no different. So that's a 4, so I don't get to steal a command point.
So I'm going to activate another stratagem, and this will reduce all my command points to 0. Elimination Volley essentially means these two guys go up +1 bliss skill when they attempt to shoot.
Brutal.
It'll be nice, but obviously now you get to make a roll to see if you get a command point.
Sure do. So 5+.
Oh, nice.
Hey, so I do gain a command point there. Not bad.
So I'm going to start my shooting phase with the Iron Shrouded Ballistari. Will put so much effort into removing, and he didn't. So we're going to fire their last cannons first at this Leman Russ, because I don't like how close he is. We are going to need 3s to hit you with no rerolls. So 2 hit, and I'm going to need 3s to wound you. For 2 wounds. Minus 3 to your armor, so it's going to be 6 up saves.
Oh, do you know what? I will use a command point.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can save him.
Oh, jeez. Oh.
Do you know what I've noticed, Ross? Recently, I'm rolling a phenomenal amount of ones.
And I am loving it.
Yeah.
D6 damage apiece, so 7 wounds.
That is brutal.
So I'm going to go with my Grav next from my destroyers, and they're going to be targeting this damaged Vanquisher. Yep, Vanquisher?
Demolisher.
I'm trying to do the math, see if this was overkill, but I don't think it is. It'll just assure me big game hunter, which would be nice. So I get 15 shots. I am hitting on 3s technically now, re-rolling 1s because of Elimination Volley and the Dominus. Loads of 6s if I can get that. That was cocked. If I can get that next time, it'd be nice. So, oh my goodness, only 1 natural fail so far, and 3 roll rolls because of the Dominus for 13 hits.
Not bad.
Pretty good. Now I'm going to need 5s to wound you. For not good there though. Only 2 go through, so it's going to be actually pretty hard miss. What's your save normally?
3.
3, so it's minus 3 to your save. You get 6 up saves.
Okay, let's see what we can do. So nothing.
Nothing. Now it's D3 damage, so I need 2 5 or 6s, and he's gone. In fact, maybe not even that. So that'll be 3, 4. He's down to 1 wound. I don't have any command points to re-roll that. That is annoying. So I'm quite annoyed by that result. I thought I had that tank there. I'm going to use the Transonic Arquebus from the Rangers to try and take him out.
Okay.
And I'm going to use Galvanic Rifles. They can't actually see the Demolisher, but they can see a Stormlord. For laughs, we're going to fire at him.
Yeah, why not?
The Transonic Arquebus and this guy, 3s to hit. Wow, really wish I'd activated the other, not Shroudpsalm. Galvanic Rifles next from the Rangers for laughs straight into Stormlord.
Yeah, let's do it, Ross.
See what happens. 3s to hit. Where were they in my Transonic Arquebus? I'm going to need, what's your toughness? 8? 6s to wound. Well, no, that's also a disaster.
Hooray!
Going to go with our first Dune Crawler next, who is going to target with his Neutron Laser this front Demolisher Cannon Luminous and the Cognis Heavy Stubbers. Going to target this 1 wound guy because he needs to go.
Yep.
He needs to go.
Probably worth mentioning, it can see.
Yeah, can see through the windows.
Yeah.
We're both quite tall models.
Yeah.
Quite handy. So Neutron Laser first, D3 shots, give me nice and high. Only 1 shot. 3s to hit, re-rolling 1s because of Dominus. So we do have a hit. 3s to wound you. So we do wound, it's minus 4.
So no save.
No save, and it's D6 damage, minimum of 3. 5 wounds off that Demolisher. So I've got 2 Cognis Heavy Stubbers on this guy, and they're gonna bring him down. It's gonna happen. 3s to hit, re-rolling 1s because of Dominus. Only 1 miss, I'll take it. And I'm gonna need 6s to wound you. Come on. None.
Still, that would have been very annoying if it was taken out by a stubber.
I'm sure it would. Dune Crawler 2 next, who's going to attempt to punish this Demolisher Cannon next. So his Neutron Laser is going to go onto him, and the Cognis Heavy Stubbers, 36 range. I'm going to pepper him down because I really want him gone. D3 shots. Really?
Hooray!
I'm going to need 3s to hit. I'm near Dominus, so reroll 1s. So I do hit. 3s to window. Oh!
Hooray!
Jeez, oh. So Cognis Heavy Stubber next. Onto this Luminous.
It's determined.
I need to bring him down. 3s to hit. Rerolling 1s. Again, a great deal of shots. Where was that Neutron Lasers? Need 6 to win, just need 1! Right. Show me a 1 or 2 here. Show me a 1 or 2.
Ross.
Blow up due to a Cognis Heavy Stubber.
Because it's me. You know
you have to do this.
You know you're getting what you want.
Absolutely.
Oh! Yes! I'm glad to have denied.
Gonna go with our Vanguard next. So we've got our 2 Plasma Calvers who are gonna target this Luminous. And I have these guys here who are gonna target these Cadian Troopers. I'm going to supercharge the plasma. I don't get any rerolls here, so I'm risking it. Any ones they fry, and 3s to hit. 1 is dead. I should actually roll them individually to avoid any super problems, but I didn't. So 2 misses, 1 is dead. I am strength 8 because I supercharged, so I'm needing 4s to wound you.
4s, yep.
For 1 wound, it's -3 to your armour, so you do get a 6-up save.
Okay, let's see what we can do.
Don't get it.
Nope.
Nope, so we will be down 2 wounds, bringing it down to 5. Radium Carbine's next, going to be targeting these Cadian veterans.
Yeah, but they're not Cadian, it's Tallarn.
Oh, Tallarn! Oh, my bad. I'm going to need 3s to hit you. I've got 4 guys, so I get 12 shots. 3s to hit. I really wish I had reroll 1s. Yay. Tragically, I don't. Jeez, I really shouldn't have chosen Shroudpsalm. Oh man, that was a huge amount of misses.
Oh my god, only 3?
Only 3?
You're rolling like me, Ross.
Oh my goodness. 4s to wound you. For only 1 wound.
So I get a 5 up because there's no minus to this. So 1 goes down.
So going with Stellan Robots next, and I may be overkill, but I'm going to fire everything at this Bankshore Demolisher at 1 wound. I have 36 shots here, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s, but the difference is, if you survive him, it's going to be a real pain in my game. So 36 shots coming his way, hitting on technically 4s, but I become 3s, but I get to reroll 1s. We'll come back to that in a second. So all those hit, that was an amazing roll. Where was that earlier on? Neutron Lasers. Reroll only 1 though. Hey, thank you Dominus. Now I'm going to need 5s to wound you. 5s to wound. For there's loads there.
Let's just count them off.
So we caused 10 wounds there, -2 to your armor save. Unless you roll 10 5s here, in which case I'll concede immediately, well, in anger. Do not roll 10 5s. Show me death.
Oh, if only, Ross, I'm not that lucky. You probably noticed because of my previous rolls.
You're not going to get this.
Oh no.
You're super gone.
Oh yeah.
If I'd actually split shots, I might have finished him as well. But
this is true.
At least I killed something. So that's the end of Adeptus Mechanicus turn 1. Slightly lackluster. Having both neutron lasers only fire 1 shot each is annoying, to say the least. However, we did get some achievements there. We destroyed a Demolisher.
We sure did.
Excellent. We've brought one down to a little bit lower in efficiency, which is ideal. You know, I did achieve Big Game Hunter and First Blood, so I do have 1 victory point. So overall, not bad but not great. I decided not to charge with the Sidonian Dragoons. Reason being is that I just want to walk them as a roadblock so he can't move his Stormlord super heavy forwards. And if I charge, he would have overwatched, then went back and shot again at full ballistic skill. So I just want to walk them as a roadblock and annoy you.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Claim some points and do what they do. So that is the end of my turn. I'm on 2 victory points, Will is on 0, as we move into Astra Militarum, turn 2.
So don't get to draw any new tactical objectives for myself because I don't have anything in range of any of the objectives. I still have potential to start working away on Defend Objective 2. I don't know, I was trying to keep my my Tech Priest as close to the Baneblade because I thought it was going to receive a ton of shots and he just ignored it. Yeah, the Stormlord, my bad. But he just ignored it, so...
Haha!
But yeah, we'll see what happens. Clearly, I've got to keep moving forward. That -1 to my shots is utterly devastating. Not only as a defensive trait for Ross, but it really neuters my offense. So yeah, that's pretty brutal doctrine there. Let's just move. Let's see where I can get to. Okay, so that's the Astra Militarum movement done. Obviously, Ross's little roadblock, hooray!
Hooray!
has done its job. Obviously, that's an inch away from those guys. Moving around, the Tech Priest has snuggled under there. It's obviously in 3 inches of that objective. However, he's also within 3 inches of the tank now through the door. Woohoo! so I can start repairing them. The tank commander used the Tallarn order to move that battle tank 6 inches, and then he moved in his actual movement just shy of the 5-inch movement as well. So that actually brings him into range under 12, and I get to double tap.
Ooh.
So it's not too bad. Liking it. Then we've got the veterans over on the side here. They are just out of range of that objective, which would have been good because I've obviously got objective secured.
Yep.
But I was going to advance, but do you know what? I just want to get rid of those Vanguard in there and hopefully just have that objective all to myself. But with that, we might as well see what the Tech Priest can do about this fella here. So I get to heal potentially 3 wounds if I can roll high enough. Why?
Command pointer.
Command point. I get a chance to earn that back. I will, however, roll for the wounds first.
Yeah. Bet you wish you didn't.
Oh my word. So he only gets 1 wound back. Let's see if I can earn this back. Which I do.
Yeah.
My word, William. What is going on?
I should say as well, this is a new battle round. I'm going to activate Benediction of the Omnissiah. Everything gets to reroll once in the shooting phase.
Yeah, not too bad. But with that, let's crack on with some Astra Militarum shooting. Let's kickstart the shooting phase with a stratagem. So I'm going to use on this veteran squad here the Grenadiers stratagem. So obviously every guy in that squad, you can do it in the shooting or in Overwatch, which is fantastic, gets to lob a grenade. So they are obviously, they've got frag grenades. So I am going to throw 9 frag grenades at the Vanguard squad.
Yep.
Let's see what we can do. So it's technically going to be 9d6. Let's see what we can do here.
Show me those ones.
Alrighty, let me count those off and then we'll see where we're at. So it's 28 dice I've got here, so let's see what actually hits. So I've got 3s here, obviously because I'm in range within 12. 3s. Alrighty, so we've missed 2, 4, 5, 6. I've only missed 6. Not too bad.
Nice.
And then I'm going to need 4s here. Let's see what we can do. Whoa, all over the place. So for hits, that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. Not bad, not bad at all.
13, oh, I'm struggling to pick that up.
Oh, you got them, buddy?
Yep, got them. Oh, I missed 2. Yep.
Aha!
13, I'm in cover, so it's going to be 3+ saves. Need to make loads of these. How many did I lose?
So you have lost 4, my friend.
Oh, man. So you killed all but 1 there, Will. That was pretty devastating. Do you want to roll to see if you get your command point back?
Yep, so Grand Strategist, let's see what we can do. On a 5+, I get that point back. No. Next up, we've obviously got the Demolisher, not the Demolisher, sorry, the Leman Russ Battle Cannon here. Starting with the idea of throwing them at the Dragoons, however, I will try again for the Onager.
Yeah,
let's see what we can do. I'd rather not throw a battle cannon at it, but we'll see what happens. So D6, let's see how many shots. Oh, sorry, I get to double tap this.
You sure
so
do.
let's see what we can do. 2d6. Wow.
Ooh, that might be trouble.
11. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 11. I'm obviously within that 12 as well, so I'm hitting you on 4s.
Yep, not liking it.
Let's see what we can do here. Okay, so I have missed, yep, so that's 3, missed 6 there.
Oof, would have been more if you'd only been a couple inches away.
That's true, and then your toughness?
Toughness 7, so you'll be 3s to wound.
3s to wound here. So I have missed 2, so 3 have gone through it. There you go, Ross.
What's the AP?
The AP is -2, my friend.
Cool, so I'm not on cover anymore, so I'm 5 up save. 2 go through.
Okay, and it's D3 damage apiece, so let's see what we can do. So that is 4 damage. Sorry folks, I should have mentioned he is firing everything at the Onager. So he's got his heavy bolters next, obviously with the Tallarn Regimental Doctrine. I don't suffer -1 to hit when I move. So this is again going to be 4s, all my heavy bolters. Not too bad.
It would have been a lot worse.
It would have been, yep. So that's
1-1 there. I'll just get rid
oh,
of
sorry,
that.
didn't even see that there.
Yep.
There we go. And gonna need 5s here. For only 2.
For 2.
-1.
-1 will bring me to a 4+ save.
Yep.
So another wound gone.
Next up, we've got the tank commander. I was agonising over this. He is within 12 of that.
Sidori Dragoons.
Yep. However, I do want the Onager on as well. So I'm going to fire the multi-melters and the las cannon at the Onager. And the Gatling Punisher at the Sidonian Dragoons. He has moved less than his movement, so he gets to fire that twice at the Dragoons.
Yikes.
But we'll start with the las cannon and the multi-melters into the Onager.
Okay.
Let's try the
What's this first gun?
The las cannon. So it's going to be -1 because he's obviously more than 12 away, so it's going to take it up to a 4 to hit. Which he does not.
Do you have a command point?
Yeah.
You can re-roll in another phase. You only used it during your movement phase.
I sure did, and I will. Do you know what? Might as well. Let's see what we can do.
Well not.
4. Oh my god, even less. Do I get that back?
Don't get it back.
I do!
You really need to roll your dice in the other way around.
The other order, I know,
Yeah.
that's gutting. Anyway, the multi-melters. It's not in melter range, but it is in range. And
neither hit.
Doesn't hit. That is gutting, man. That regimental, whatever it is, Forge World Doctrine is killing me here. Next up, we've got the Punisher. I will get to fire it twice. It has to all go into the Dragoon, so it's going to be 40 shots. I'm going to gather 2 lots of 20, so give me 2 seconds. Okay, so let's do the first round of shooting. Now, obviously, I am within 12, so that gets rid of the Forge World Doctrine. However, they do have the Incense Clouds, which minuses 1 off anyway, so I know, annoying, but we'll see what happens. So, first 20 dice, we're looking at 4s here. Let's see, so it's okay. Actually, do you know what? That wasn't too bad. Not too bad. I've got, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, so fully half go through.
Nice.
Then we're looking at 5s or 6s here. So I've got 4 go through. Okay, so we're at 4 so far. What I'll do is I'll just set those aside and we'll roll that again. So 4 wounds. Let's try again with the second lot. So I need 4s.
Oh, much better for me. You've got 1 cocked there.
Oh yeah. So that was 1 in and 1 cocked. So not that that really mattered. Yeah, anyway. And then 5s or 6s, that was a wee bit better.
A lot better actually.
So I had 4 set aside, so that's going to bring it to 9 saves, Ross.
Nice.
There's no minuses from this, and it's just 1 damage apiece.
Cool, so it's 4 up saves. Make loads of them. How many did I fail?
You have failed 6.
Oh, so that will be 1 destroyed.
Hooray!
On a 6+, it explodes.
Aww.
No.
Next up, we've got my Demolisher here, and I was wondering what to go for, because obviously if I hit these guys, it's going to be -1 because of the Incense Cloud. I am within 12, so it gets rid of the Doctrine. However, if I shoot over there, there is no Incense Cloud, but there's a Doctrine, so it's going to be 6s to hit all round. Hooray!
It's a dogma, but okay.
Dogma. sorry.
It's okay.
Anyway, we're going to go with the Dragoons, get those out of the way.
Sure.
So I get to double tap with the Demolisher, because I moved less than half my range.
Yep.
Everything's going into these guys, might as well. So heavy bowlers and the Demolisher. So it's going to be 2d3 for the Demolishers. Let's see what we can do.
Okay. So
not an awful lot.
3 shots.
3 shots, yep, and I'm going to need 6s to hit on this. For not a single shot. Already looking brutal, and then I'm going to get 9.
Heavy bolter shots?
Yep, so I've got 3. Oh, I need 1 more dice. 2 seconds. I'm going to need 6s on this.
Yep.
Let's see what we can do. So only 1 goes through, and then I'm going to need a 5. Nope, so did absolutely nothing that turn. Next up, we got the heavy weapons team inside the Stormlord. Now obviously I have been moving the Stormlord forward, so it's -1 for the passengers to hit. It would be -1 again no matter which I shoot, so I'm going to try and get rid of the Dragoons. So It's going to be 6+ here because of obviously the incense cloud. Let's see what we can do with the las cannons. Nothing. Absolutely brutal. I think this heavy weapons team is just going to be sitting in there hunkering down the entire time. We'll move on to the Storm Lord. Let me have a quick think what I'm going to do. I need to get rid of those Dragoons. I need them out of the way. No doubt everything's probably going to get pumped into them. We'll see what happens. Next up, obviously I've made up my mind what I'm going to do. Absolutely every single weapon, bar the 2 las cannons, are going to try and take out that Onagar once and for all. The 2 las cannons, they're going to go the opposite direction and try and get rid of those ballistari. I'm going to leave those Sidonian Dragoons alone. So
I think you're in danger with that one, but okay.
We'll see what happens. We'll start with the smaller las cannons first. Well, smaller. The 2 shots, shall we say, into the ballistari. So let me get the 2 dice. So obviously, it doesn't suffer any penalties for moving in heavy weapons. And of course, I'm going to be -1 regardless because of the ballistari being over 12 inches away, sorry.
Yep, it's 5 stat.
So it's going to be 5s to hit here. So nothing there. Let me gather some dice for that Onagar, and hopefully I'll be able to shave off 6 wounds. The Vulcan Mega Bolter into the Onagar. Let's see what we can do. So it's heavy 20.
Yep, so it's 5 stat because my dogma.
Yep. Okay, so that's not terrific. In fact, when I say it's not terrific, that is awful.
Really poor.
Really, really poor. Right, let's get rid of these.
What strength here?
It is strength 6.
So you're going to need 5s to wound.
5s to wound again. For nothing.
Ooh.
Oh my word. Let me gather some dice for the the twin heavy bolters. I've got 3 of them there, so gather some quick dice. Next we've got all the twin heavy bolters here, so we've got a ton of dice. Looking for 5s. Wow. 2.
Oh, dude.
Jeez, oh, this is brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. So looking for 5s again, not 1. Got the heavy stubbers, so that's what, 6 shots.
You got 2 of them?
I've got 2 of them.
6 shots it is.
Let's try. Oh, God, if I can pick up these dice. Aha! Right, so looking for 5s. For 2 hits. Looking for, what's your toughness?
It's toughness 7, so 5s to win.
5s again. Aha! Gotcha! You're going down!
3 up save.
Oh, hey!
Really? Really?
I'll take it!
Yeah. Okay.
That's it for Astra Militarum. Shooting, as lackluster as it was, it's beginning to become a grind. We're going to move on to the charge phase. Astra Militarum charge. Woo! The Stormlord is going to charge the Sidonian Dragoons.
Now we should maybe explain why you're doing this, because it's really hindering me. I didn't get what you're doing by ignoring them previously, but by charging them, I can't then charge you next turn. So I think this is a really good plan. Plus, obviously I'm going to be using a stratagem. Uh-oh, I didn't know this part.
Yeah, so the Stormlord, it gets 9 attacks base. Now its weapon skill for most tanks is usually a +5.
Okay.
So I get 9 attacks, it's -2 for each, attack, and it's D3 damage. However, I'm going to use a stratagem called Crush Them.
Uh-oh.
I used this stratagem at the start of my charge phase, which I'm just doing just now. Select an Astra Militarum vehicle, so that's going to be this big fella here. This unit can charge even if it advanced, that's not really the big thing. In the following fight phase, attacks made by this unit hit on a 2+.
Oh, nice. So very nice.
Let's just move this fella in. I'm an inch away.
Yeah, well, you got 2 dice. Oh no, you don't need that second one.
There you go.
Yeah.
So let's just...
Yeah. This might be more devastating than I expected.
So let me just gather all my dice for the attacks and hopefully trash a few chickens. Alrighty, so for the stratagem that I used, obviously on a 5+, I claim it back. So let's see if I can do that. Aha! Oh, so a 6 there as well!
Not today!
Not today! Oh well. So anyway, moving on. Got 9 attacks to make here because of the stratagem, hitting on 2+.
2+, wow.
So let's see what we can do. So all of them hit.
Oh man, that stratagem was worth its weight in dice because this is going to hurt. What's your strength? 8?
9.
9, 3s to wounds.
3s to wounds here. So only 2 miss.
Only 2 miss. It's -2 to my save.
It sure is.
I'm just trying to work out how the damage goes. Well, no, we'll do the damage separately. So 6s to save.
Not
None.
one.
Oh, right. So it's D3 damage apiece. So do them 2 at a time. If you get a 5, double 5 and 6, we'll move on to the next one. So that is 3 damage.
Okay.
So do it 1 at a time now.
So you need to save it. I've done the damage.
No. I've done my saves. Like so that's 3 damage on 1.
Alright, yep. So
you do 1
damage.
dice now. A 5 or 6, he's gone.
So that's just another damage.
So there's 2 more wounds. So 1 dice at a time. Nope. So that's 1 gone. Wounds don't carry over. So I have to roll.
Got 3 more dice left. Let's just
roll them all. Crunk.
Yep, that is him gone.
Right, let's see if I cause mortal wounds on you. I can on 6s I cause mortal wounds. Just 1. That thing really needs to no. So yeah, no, great plan. Well, I did not expect that. Crushed to oblivion. So we finished up Will's fight phase. I am now into the morale phase. My lone Vanguard Alpha, who's just watched all his mates blow up into smithereens of blood and mostly metal. On a 4+, he runs away because he didn't like that. Nope, he is like, cool, that's fine.
Okay, so who would have thought that Astra Militarum charge and fight phase would have been more successful than their shooting phase? Oof.
I didn't.
I know. Do you know what? I was flicking through the stratagems and I was like, crush him.
Crush him.
Yes, yes, let's do that. Yeah, so that's perfect. Obviously, consolidated up my 3 inches, and wow, Ross, I am on your doorstep now. You do not want you.
I don't want you to crush me again. That was terrifying.
That was brutal. So you are gonna have to deal with that Stormlord.
Deal with him, I will.
Yep, I fully expect it, Ross. I see it coming. With that is it for me. I haven't got any objectives as of yet. However, I do have my my Tech Priest holding objective 2, so come next turn, should be able to get a few more objectives to work towards. But with that, let's see what Ross has got to do.
So that was a surprisingly good turn for the Astra Militarum. I did not expect that crush him rule there. I was like, I'm just going to roadblock him, fine. Well, I decided to just run over me. What? Fair play, Will. Well done. So I'm now in a precarious position where I need to deal with the Stormlord. There's no question. If he charges into me and starts to fire and crush me, it's not going to go well. So I need to pretty much put so much shots, it's unbelievable, into that thing and watch it explode. So that needs to happen, but before that I'm going to draw my objective cards. I do currently hold 2 objectives, one in number 4, and my lone alpha is still within 3 inches of the centre of number 6 there as well, so I will get to draw 2 cards in this turn.
It's probably worth mentioning it's not a contested objective. I am literally just out of range of it.
Just by that.
Yeah, because that's not the objective, obviously.
It needs
that
to be
is
the middle of the objective.
Yeah, so just out.
So yeah, I've only got one thing to do this turn: destroy the Stormlord. So 2 cards for this game, and you know what? It would have been great if the Stormlord wasn't terrifying. I've got Kingslayer, so D3 victory points if I've destroyed my opponent's Warlords, which is possible. But I can do that in another turn, so we can get back to that and assassinate. So I really want to kill that tank commander. He really needs to go down. But I'm going to let that slide because this needs to go down. So I'm going to do my movement, if there is any, and we'll see where we end up. So I've decided not to move a single thing. I want everything firing at peak ballistic skill. Even if I do move, I think Will catch me. I really just need to destroy a Stormlord, otherwise he's going to grind me into dust.
Yeah!
So the only thing I've got to do is recover wounds onto my Dune Crawler, so I get D3 back.
Wow.
+1 brings me another 4 wounds, I am back to 9. So first Dune Crawler to kick us off is the one that just doesn't seem to die.
Yep.
Neutron Laser into the Stormlord, Cognis Heavy Stubbers, into the veterans.
Yeah.
Because I can see one, which means I can fire at them. Now last time I only got one shot apiece of neutron lasers, so not to jinx it, I'm definitely going to get 3 shots here. D3 shots of neutron laser. Tragic. 3 step rerolling ones. Rerolling ones. Just. What's your toughness? Not going to be 10.
8.
3 to wounds. It's a wound -4 from your armour.
It might have been 9, but
6 will get you.
regardless, yeah.
D6 damage with a minimum of 3. Tragic, but 3 wounds.
3 will do it, buddy.
It's a start. The 2 Cognus Heavy Stubbers next. On to these veterans. Can I want them to go? 3 step, rerolling ones. Of course, there's no ones. And it's going to be 3 to wound you. Only 1 wound. Why won't these guys die?
Hooray! And 5 up save. So that is 1 death.
Just going to get this one out of the way. Vanguard Alpha, Radium Carbine, into them. 3 shots, rerolling ones due to Benediction of the Omnissiah.
Nice.
Where was that on the neutron lasers? Needing force to wound you. 2 wounds, full armour save. The 6 would be 2 damage apiece, but you're not multi wounds.
Okay, so need 5s and 6s here. So that's another death.
So we're going to go with our second neutron laser. It's going to go into Stormlord. And the Cognus Heavy Stubbers can see you through a window, so I'm going to fire at these guys here. Each neutron laser is only put out 1 shot each time. I can't afford that. This needs to be 3 shots, and they all need to hit and wound.
Yay! Love it, Ross.
1 shot, hit on 3s, rerolling 1s.
Oh my word, Ross, the rest of your guys really need to damage this guy. Something fierce, you cannot have him in your lines.
So from the tragedies of the neutron lasers, Cognus Heavy Stubbers, straight into your veterans, gonna wipe them.
Yep.
6 shots, hit on 3s, rerolling 1s. Yeah, where was that? Where was that neutron laser? 3s to wound you. Nice, low bear. That many saves.
Okay, so 4. I'm gonna need 5s and 6s here. Okay, so another 2 guys go down.
Last cannons next, Cognus Twin Last Cannons. They need to do this. I am 3s to hit, rerolling 1s due to Benediction of the Omnissiah. 2s are my enemy.
Yeah.
2s are my enemy. 2s are my enemy.
You get your rerolls though.
Get my rerolls. That is still quite tough to take. It's going to be 3s to wound you. 2 wounds. You do get 6+ saves.
Yeah, let's
Please
see.
do not roll a double 6 here. I need to cause something. Any 6s?
No, nothing at all. That was
Cool.
a 2 and a 4.
D6 damage apiece. I need this to be high. 7 wounds, not exciting, but it's got to start somewhere. Eradication Ray next from the Dominus. Yeah, you guessed it, it's the Stormlord. It's heavy D3, don't roll a 1 or 2. 1 shot, hit on 2s. I do hit, but I am 5s to wound you as I'm only strength 6. 2s are my enemy this game. So I'm just going to fire a cheeky wee Phosphor Serpenta shot at your Stormlords. 2 step. Yep, 5s to wound. No. 2s.
2s are your enemies.
So we're going to go with the Heavy Grav next from our Cataphrone Destroyers straight into Stormlord. This is possibly my last chance to cause heavy damage. It really needs to happen. I am only 4s to hit. I am rerolling 1s. That was actually surprisingly really good. So I've got that many natural misses. 2 rerolls. Not joining the fun. Now I'm 5s to wound here. I need this to be amazing. Only 3. 3. It can cause a bit of damage. Now you do get 6 up save.
6 up, okay.
It's -3.
Alright, 6 up.
5, 6, yep.
So nothing.
Nothing, and because you have a 3+ save, I cause D3 damage apiece.
Okay.
Show me high. which will be 3, 4, 5, only 6 wounds. Possibly my last hope in this game is going to come from the Castellan robots. They're going to fire all their shots straight at Stormlord. It's 36 shots for it. I'm forced to hit, re-rolling 1s. This needs to be heroic.
A lot of 1s.
I'll have a look. So I've got that many hits with this many re-rolls. Forced hit.
1.
At least there was no 2s. There was 1, 2.
Let's do this, buddy.
Yeah,
Let's
right.
do this.
I need 5s to wound you. I need to cause lots here. 5s to wound. Some, ironically, you know, mostly 6s. So only 6 wounds, not enough to bring you down. There's still options, but not many left.
Okay, so I'll need
5 up saves.
Yeah.
1 damage apiece.
So I saved 1, so it's a further 5 damage.
So my last ditch hope of eliminating this Stormlord is my Rangers. Yeah. So I'm going to start with the Transonic Arquebuses first. I'm going to need 3s to hit, re-rolling 1s because of Benediction of the Omnissiah. Reroll. Nice. However, I'm going to be 5s to wound you, but a 6 will cause a mortal wound. No wounds. So I'm not going to eliminate this round as we go into the Galvanic Rifles onto it next. 3s to hit, re-rolling 1s. Reroll 1s. 5s, 6s to wound you. For nothing. Yeah.
Okay, so I've got to try and see if these guys will stick around. So I've lost 4 guys, leadership 7.
So 4 and above you lose guys, 1 to 3 you're fine. You're okay.
Just.
So that's the end of AdMech turn 2. Not gonna lie, I'm disappointed, mainly in the Neutron Lasers. That has been 2 rounds of firing with a potential of 3, 6, 12 shots. They've each time only shot 1 shot apiece. So only 4 shots, which 1 missed. Very, very unlucky on that one. I have managed to weaken the Stormlord significantly. Ideal, but he is not down. The problem is if I destroy him as he's close to my lines, an explosion will result in pretty much a huge amount of mortal wounds. So I don't want that either. It's going to be a weird turn. I didn't achieve any points. At least the Stormlord isn't full capacity anymore as we move into Astra Militarum, turn 3.
So Ross had a pretty brutal shooting phase in my opinion. He has massively reduced the Stormlord. Obviously with the Crush'em stratagem, obviously you need weight of dice for the attacks to really follow through on that stratagem. Now that he's been neutered down, he only has 3 attacks. So even with the Crush'em stratagem, it's not going to do an awful lot. I can potentially try and get my Tech Priest in range to try and bring him back up, but you saw how brutal that was. It's not going to save him at this point. I did, however, gain my
Your objective?
my objective, yeah,
Because you've held onto that for 2 turns.
2 consecutive turns, yeah.
It's not 2 battle rounds, it's 2 turns in which you've had on your turn and my turn. I'll give you a point.
2 turns.
I think it's actually 2 points.
It's 2 victory points. So
Nice.
I'll take it at this point and I will get to draw a card, which is helpful. With that, I need to try and again advance on Ross and I want that Honor Gorgon. As crap as it's been for Ross, it is becoming the bane of my life. This is going to be what, like the 3rd round of shooting?
Oh, my luck's going to turn and it's going to be 3 shots apiece coming at you.
Oh,
so
no, it's gutting. But anyway, with that being said, let's bash on with some movement. In fact, let's choose a card first. See what I'm going to be choosing. So, troops on the ground. Okay, so score D3 victory points if you control 3 to 5 objective markers with infantry units. If you control all 6 objective markers with infantry, which isn't going to happen, score D3 plus 3. Now, believe it or not, I have a veteran infantry unit. I do have my Tech Priest and I have a heavy weapons team squirreled within the Stormlord. Not the best of cards, but it is achievable to score points. Let's see what we can do with that. Alright, so not a lot has actually moved. It's like very minuscule movements, just so I can obviously do the double tap with the tanks. I'm in a tough one. I'm in a tough spot. Obviously, the Stormlord can only move 4 inches at this point, so he's sort of scooted up a little bit. He's obviously now within range to actually hurt things, but because obviously his efficiency is right down, his ballistic skill is abysmal anyway. The heavy weapons team have obviously disembarked and obviously moved on to the objective, so I've caught 1 there.
Nice.
My tech priest has moved out. Now he is a happy medium, so he's 3 inches from him, 3 inches from the objective, so I'm going to obviously try and repair that tank, bring him back up to efficiency. Obviously the tank moved forward, but only a little bit, so I can do the double tap. And he is actually within 12 inches of that Onagar there. So these guys have moved forward. Again, they've only moved forward ever so slightly. Believe it or not, they're also within 12 of that Onagar as well for the double tap. And then last but not least, I've got the veterans. I've actually hunkered them down under there to hold that objective, and it should have blocked line of sight because there is no window just at that particular
Now, if you don't kill him, I have that rule as well. If you don't kill him, we contest it and you don't control it. You need to kill him.
Oh, do you have that rule as well?
I have that rule as well.
Yes, Ross, but obviously we might both have objectives secured, but I outnumber you.
Right, yep, no, you've got it.
Yep, so it's mine. So yeah, so that is, technically I've got all 3 objectives, so I will get the D3 at the end of the turn. Before we move on to any sort of orders, obviously at the end of the movement phase I get to try and repair. So I'm going to try and repair this fella here for D3. Give me a high number for 2, so I get back up to 8. Let's kickstart the Astra Militarum shooting phase with orders. So, Tank Commander is going to issue Gunner's Kill on Sight onto the Battle Cannon Russ. It allows reroll hit rolls of 1 for the ordered unit until the end of the phase. And he's obviously going to use all of his DACA into the Onagar. I know heavy bolters aren't ideal, but I'm having an awfully hard time bringing this guy down regardless. So.
You sure are.
Obviously I get to use double tap because I haven't moved to full whack, I've moved less than half. So it's going to be 2d6 for the battle cannon.
One thing, you're going to activate your other order as well.
That's a stratagem. I might as well just let everyone know just now. Once I have used this order and fired, I'm going to use the stratagem Inspired Tactics. So after an officer from my army is issued a tank order, that officer may immediately issue an additional order.
Nice.
And he's probably going to use Gunner's Kill on Sight onto the Demolisher.
Cool. One thing I'm going to ask you, Will, I didn't say what my Canticle Omnissiah is.
Oh yes.
I was going to roll for it. Are you going to let me roll?
Yeah, I'll let you go.
I need a 4 or a 6 here. I'm in cover.
Cool, that's fine.
Love it! I need that. Cool.
But regardless, let's see what we can do with the battle cannon.
Oh,
yes, please.
Why can't I get that with neutron lasers?
Oh, no. So that's going to be 11 battle cannon shots coming at you. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 11. So let's see what we can manage here.
It's going to be 4 set rerolling ones.
Yep, let's see what we can do. So rerolling ones. So that's 3, 4 have missed so far. Then, get to reroll that one. So give me a 4, please. Thank you very much. And then we're going to be looking at 3s here because you're toughness 7.
Yep.
Ideal. There we go. So
cool. I'm just going to double check if Shroudpsalm is definitely 4. I'm 9% sure it is.
Cool.
So I had a check. I am considered in cover, which is grand, but I'm going to take on a 5-up pinball save. Reason being is I'm 6 inches away from another Dune Crawler, meaning I can reroll 1s. So 5-up pinball saves. I've made 1, failed 2, and I get to reroll that one. But nope, so as 3 go through.
Okay, so it's D3 damage piece.
Oh.
Wow. So
want to use command point?
No.
Okay, so that'll be 5 wounds.
5 wounds. Not bad, but then I've got the heavy bolters coming next, so it's going to be 9 shots all told. So I'm going to need 4s here. Wow, not that great. Again, it's probably worth mentioning, just to keep everyone in the loop, I am the Tallarn, so I don't suffer -1 to hit with the heavy bolters.
Sure don't.
Then it's going to be 5s here for 1, and it's just -1 damage.
3+ save. Nailed it.
Then, as discussed before, obviously I'm using inspired tactics, so I'm going to throw a gunner's kill on sight onto the demolisher. He is just within the 6-inch bubble, so I'll roll to see if I get the command point back first.
5+.
Which I do.
Stop getting command points back.
So I get to cast that for free, essentially. Ideal. And then we're going to move on to the demolisher and the heavy bolters. Now all of this is going to get thrown onto the Dune Crawler.
Okay.
So let's do this again. He's back up to efficiency and within range. So it's 2d3, sorry.
So 3 shots.
3 heavy demolisher shots. Let's do this. So you're going to need 4s, reroll 1s. Okay, so only 1 goes through. And I'm going to need a 3 on this. Wow, so
got it. 5 pinball save, rerolling 1s. Reroll 1s! Nice.
Oh, nailed it. I do have the heavy bolters now, so it's going to be 3, 6, 9 shots here. Let's see what we can do.
Okay.
So reroll 1s, hitting on 4s. So that's 1 reroll. There we go.
Aha.
And then I'm going to need 5s on this. Let's see what we can do. Alrighty, so just 1 and it'll just be 1 damage.
3 up save, because I'm in cover. Nailed it.
It's not so good for me, not looking good for the Astra. Moving on to my tank commander now. Let's see if he can finish the job. Now I'm going to shoot the multi-melters because it is just within the 12-inch range for the multi-melter rule. And the las cannon into the Onagar. See if I can finish. It's 4 wounds, come on.
Yeah, he's taking a lot of punishment.
Exactly. Oh, I see what you did there, Punisher.
Ah.
God, Ross, the times we have. Then we've got the Punisher Gatling Cannon. Now, obviously there's tons of windows in this building. Fire right through to those, is it the Cataphrone Destroyers?
Sure is.
Now, obviously because I've done my grinding advance, not moved over half the range, I can fire it twice, so it's 40 shots.
Oh my goodness.
So we'll see what we can do. However, let's get on with the
Melter and
Onagar.
the las cannons.
Yeah, so we'll do the las cannon first. So it's going to be 3 to hit, because again, is it Sturges?
Well, it's not going to affect.
Yeah, that's what that
means.
Yeah.
Nope.
However, I will use a command point on that, and it will. Oh no, I've still got 2. So
yeah.
Let's try that again. Give me a 3 this time, please. There we go.
You got
That's more like it. I'm going to need a 3 on this. There you go.
Okay. 5 up pinball, reroll 1s. No, it's a 2. It goes through. D6 damage.
D6, let's do it. For 1 damage. No!
I wish you didn't reroll now.
I know, I do try to claim that back on a 5 or a 6.
Stop it.
Of course he does. Get that back, so I'm still up to 2.
Yeah.
So that's 1 damage so far. Gutted. Then we've got 2 multi-melters here. Let's see what we can do. So I need 3s. And then I'm going to need...
3s again.
3s again.
You picked up a 2 there.
Oh no, sorry.
Yeah, so 1 hit.
1 hits. And then wounds. Let's see what we can do. So 3s.
5 up pinball.
Let's do it. No! No! Oh dear, Ross. Moving on to the Punisher Gatling Cannon. Now obviously I am over 12 away from those guys. So it's going to be 4s to hit them, 4s to wound them, and obviously because you're in cover technically, you will get +1 save.
Nice.
So let's see what we can do. The first 20 shots, let's see what we can do. So I'm going to need 4s here. Not bad. Liking it.
Ooh, wow. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Your strength 5.
Strength 5 against your toughness 5.
5, yep.
Yep, so 4s again. Okay, so far we are sitting on 7 wounds so far.
Nice.
Okay, and let me just gather the dice again. Here we go. So next round of 20.
Yep.
So 4s and 4s. Oh, that was even worse.
That was bad.
Yep, that's not what we wanted. Oh,
Thank goodness for Strategist.
Yeah, that wasn't a 6, that was a fail. Okay, so 4's here. Wow.
So 10 in total?
10 in total, yeah.
Cool. So 10 up, 10 3+ saves.
There we go, my friends.
Okay. I lost a wound.
Oh my word, awful. Next up we've got my heavy weapons team. Now obviously because they've moved, they will be -1, but they are within 12 inches, just within 12 inches of the ballistari, so that's going to be the target. So I'm going to need 5s here to hit. Let's see what we can do. Oh,
nice.
Not bad. 2 hits, 1 fail. There's going to be 3s to hurt you. Let's do this.
Sure is.
And of course I got a 2 and a 1.
Oh, man.
Okay, so now it is the Stormlord, and he is absolutely dying here. So I'm going to divvy up the shots. So we're looking at the las cannons are going to go into the Onagar.
Okay.
I'm hitting everything on 6s here. This is awful. Then the Vulcan Mega Bolter is going to come all the way over here and try and at least take away a Dragoon.
Okay, it's not a Dragoon, it's an Unshowered Balisari.
That's the one.
You crushed the Dragoons.
Yeah, that was good. Good times. Good times.
Good times. We found it.
I know. Then we've got the twin heavy bolters. They will come into the Cataphrine destroyers with the heavy stubbers as well. So 3 units to shoot at. We'll start with the last cannons first because I've got 2 dice to hand.
Okay.
I'm going to need 6s here. Don't fail me now. Does it count if I get 1 6 on 2 dice?
Let me just check the rules. No.
Nah. Alrighty, the Vulcan Mega Bolter. Let's try and get one of these turkeys. So, got 20 dice here. Gonna need 6s to hit. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Got 5. Gonna need 4s here.
Ooh.
Okay, so that's 3.
Yep.
Wounded.
I need 3 6+. Yep, 3 6+. Nope. So it's 2 damage piece.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be 1 destroyed and 1 down to 2 wounds. On a 6+, he causes more mortal wounds around him. So no mortal wounds.
Alrighty, we've got the twin heavy bolters. We've got 3 of them, 3 sets of them. They're going into the destroyers now. So ton of shots here. Let's see as many 6s as we can get. Say it with me now. 6s!
Got 2.
You didn't say it with me.
I didn't say it with you.
That's why I only got 2, Ross.
I was thinking 2s.
Oh.
So thus you got 2.
Yay. Okay, let's see. So I'm going to need 4s here. Okay.
Okay. -1 to my save.
It sure is.
4+ saves.
Still got my heavy stubbers to go. Let's get those. Heavy stubbers, let's see what they can do. Again, they're going into the destroyer, so we need 6s. Get 2. And we need 5s on these ones, yeah. For nothing, that's 2 4s. Alrighty, well that was it for the Astra Militarum shooting. I am going to throw my my Stormlord just at the destroyers there. Ross, Overwatch?
Sure am. So we're going to start with a heavy grav. We are needing 6s to hit. We don't get to re-rolls because it's not the shooting phase. I do have 2. That was an incredible roll if it wasn't the fact I was hitting 6s. But I don't get any re-rolls. And I am 5s to wound you, so I need the same again. For 1 goes through, you do get a 6+ save.
Okay, let's see what we can do.
Please fail it, I really need you to.
Which I did.
You did, and it's D3 damage for 2 wounds off.
Okay, so I'm down to 3 wounds left.
3 wounds left, and now for my Cognus Flamers, so it's going to be Flamers that finish you. Because they're Cognus, I get to roll 2 dice for each one and choose the highest. So for the first one, 2 dice, be 2 shots. Second one, 5 shots. Third one, 4 shots. So that should give me 11 in total. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. As 6s to wound you though, I automatically hit. 1 cocked. For 2 wounds, it's not enough to finish you, but you do get saves.
Is there any AP?
No AP, so it's 3+ saves.
3+. Oh, so you did get a wound off.
So that's 3 wounds off. Total, was it? How many did I get?
I think I know I'm down to 2 wounds now.
Down to 2 wounds, cool. Well, time for you to charge. It's a 4-inch charge, so a double 1. I'll be laughing, though you have command points to reroll 1.
Let's see if we can do it on 1. Oh, let's
Is
see.
it only 1 dice you get? Oh, oh. Command point. Oh.
Got it. Thought I was cocky and could do it on 1 dice. No, try to get the 2nd dice. Yup. So even with my 2 dice, still failed. However, I do need to get a command point. I need to try and throw this in here.
Anything but a 1.
Yeah.
Show me a 1.
Just need
Show me the 1.
2
Show
plus,
me the 1.
please. Oh, just so 3. So I'm just in. I do, however, trying to claim that command point back.
Stop it.
5 plus. I get a 6.
Oh my word.
So I get it back. Not too bad. Okay, now that I'm in, let's see what we can do. I'm obviously going to use, I've used obviously the crush 'em strategy as per. I will just roll just now to see if I get it back.
Stop it. Stop it.
5 or 6.
Aha!
Oh, so I am.
Last command point?
Yep.
About time.
Exactly. So obviously it'd be 2s to hit.
3 attacks though?
Yep, 3 attacks, 2s to hit. So only 2 go through it.
Okay,
It's going to be 3s to wound.
Yep, I'm toughness 5. For only 1.
Only 1 wound.
I do get a 6 up save. By Onyx. I didn't make it, so D3 damage.
Yeah, let's see if we can do it.
Alright, yep. Crush him. Ooh,
2 damage.
2 damage, down to 1 wound. So I'm now down to 1 wound on this guy. I'll put the marker there shortly. But I'm going to punch you back. I get 6 attacks. I'm going to hit you on 4s. Where was that the rest of the game?
Oh my word.
Where was that? My god. Right, I need that again. As I need 5s to wound. Well, never mind.
Never mind. Hooray!
Hooray!
Okay, so not a lot of damage done, unfortunately. I got rid of a Ballistari. Hooray! 1 less last cannon to deal with. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not feeling 100% confident here. I've got stuff out in the open now. Tanks are slowly starting to mill themselves with wounds. My Stormlord's only got 2 wounds left. It's going to be a tough one. However, I do have 3 infantry units holding objectives, and obviously I get D3 victory points for that. So let's just see how many I get. Give me a 5 or a 6. Oh.
Want to use command point?
Yeah. Why not? Why not? For 1 reroll, come on. So
well,
still going to be the 1.
Still going to be the 1. Let's see if you get it back.
This is when I get a 5 or a 6.
Yeah, as you do. Did you? Did you? Of course you did!
So I got it back. Way! Alright, so I get 1 victory point. So that brings me up to 3 to Ross's 2 at the moment. However, I feel that is all about to change.
So we're now on to Adeptus Mechanicus turn 3. I thought that was going to be an extremely painful turn. I'm thankful it was not. There is still hope that my Dune Crawlers will get more than 1 shot. That is the plan. The Stormlord is suffering. I just need to bring down the damage on the other tanks, and hopefully that'll really bring the pain. So I am controlling 1 objective, objective number 4 with my Dominus and Dune Crawler. I'm going to get a card, see what it is, and then we'll go on to the movement phase. So I've still got Kingslayer and Assassinate from previous turns. I draw a new card this time. Psychological Warfare, if your opponent failed a morale test, I get a point, or D3 if you failed 3. I'm not sure I'll kill you, Will, and you've only got, you know, 2 guys that can suffer morale, so we'll see. Sure. Yeah, I'm not disappointed, but I'm not enthralled. So yeah, with them, let's go into my movement and see where I end up. So beginning the turn where this is all going to happen, Rangers stayed still, and Shadow Ballistari stayed still. Castellan robots, because I override them, they have to stay still. My Destroyers fled, because fleeing. Dune Crawler went back slightly. Dominus moved like an inch or 2 rounds, but more or less stayed still. Dune Crawler moved slightly over here as well. And our Vanguard came down here because I think he's going to try and do this in combat.
Alright, let's see what happens.
Brave guy. First thing I'm going to do is try and recover wounds onto my Dune Crawler. So 3 inches away. I get to reroll that because of Auto Cadus of Archenlands. No, but I do get plus another wounds because of my Warlord trait, Necromechanic, so I'm back up to 5 wounds. Not peak efficiency, but better than nothing.
Considering I've been trying for ages to get this guy down,
yes,
I would say that's pretty good.
I'd say that's pretty good. So we're going to start off with Castellan robots first. They're going to fire, separate their shots. First guy is going to put 18 shots into your heavy weapons team.
Yep.
Other guy is going to put 18 shots into this Demolisher. Reason for that is I think it's a bit overkill onto the heavy weapon team because these guys rinse troops.
Yeah, I would agree.
So first 18 shots, go and get to reroll ones from the Dominus as I've just made sure I'm 6 inches away and no more. So it's going to be forced hit, rerolling ones. That was great. I get to reroll ones.
Pretty good.
So yep. And I am strength 6, ignore cover, minus 2 AP, it is 2s to kill,
yeah.
I need 6 2s. Right, that's a heavy weapon team, not even failed one.
Yeah, they're done.
I'm putting the remainder of the shots into your Demolisher over here.
Okay, let's do that.
Forced hit, rerolling ones. Not as good this time, but still not terrible actually. Yeah, okay, I'm actually quite pleased with that. Get to reroll these ones. Nice. So I am 5 to wound you though.
Sure
are quite tough. For only 2 wounds.
It was minus 2 off, isn't it?
Minus 2 and ignores cover.
Okay.
So 5 up saves.
Yeah. So I made them both. 5 there. And a 5 there. Perfect.
And Shrouder Bastard next, going to be targeting big guy himself.
Let's see what
2
happens.
last scan shots, no rerolls because I'm Shroudpsalm, and it's 3 hit. For both hit, which is very nice. 3 to wounds. 2 wounds, minus 3 to your save. It's going to be a 6 up save. Yeah, if you don't make one of these, you're going.
Yeah.
So 6 up saves.
Haha!
Oh, you made 1.
So as long as you roll a 1 here.
Yeah, and I don't have any command points to reroll this. This would be tragic.
No, you've done it.
I've done it. Do you want to roll to see if he explodes?
Yeah, let's see what happens.
6 plus, this might actually be a problem for me.
It does not.
It is a 1. Now you do have a command point, you're the one that rolled it. Do you want to see if he explodes on another command?
Do you know what? It is a bit of a risk, but if I explode, it's 2d6, d6 mortal wounds potentially.
Yeah, I was hoping you were going to use up your last command point last time and you're like rolling, but you got that command point again.
Yeah, well, I might as well, because at this stage...
Well, if you do, that's going to be a lot of potential damage to me.
Well, let's do it. Command point for funds. Let's hope this explodes, and I thought I'd say that. No.
Oh.
Doesn't, but do I get it back on a 5+?
This is when you roll a 6.
No, so I am cleaned out of command points. In all honesty, I don't have a lot of stratagems left worth using at this particular moment.
So our Rangers next are going to do what Rangers are supposed to do, which is assassinate. Going to be going for your Tech Priest Engine Seer.
Cool.
Because he's in the garbs of Dominus, but he's not actually. So the 2 transonic arquebuses first, they are snipers so they can target you, 3 step. So they do hit you. What's your toughness?
4, I believe.
4, so it's 3s to wound you. For 2 wounds, it's minus 2 to your save.
Ugh.
So I think it's 5 plus save.
Yeah, that'll be right.
Yeah.
No.
No.
And no.
No. Did I roll any 6s to wound you there?
You didn't. No.
I didn't. So there's no mortal wounds, but it's D3 damage apiece. For 4 wounds.
I'll double check that. You might have actually got him.
So we had a check there, he does only have 4 wounds, so he has been killed, which will give me assassinate.
Yep.
With snipers, so...
They've done their job,
pretty
Ross.
much a job.
They've done their job.
Galvanic rifles next from the 3 other Rangers, onto your Demolisher.
Okay.
They're hoping for the best, 3 step. Okay. And 6 is to wound. 1, and it does do minus 1 to your armour as well when I roll a 6.
Not bad.
So it's 4 plus save.
Oh.
Hey.
There you go, you get a wound.
Gonna go with this Doom Crawler first, who's going to do his Neutron Laser successfully. Onto this Demolisher. And the Cognus Heavy Stubbers can still see one guy here, just through the window. So D3 shots from Neutron Laser. I've rolled 1 every time this game. Not this time. 3 shots. 3's to hit you because I'm at peak efficiency, re-rolling 1s because of Dominus. Of course there's 2s. And 3's to wound you again as I'm strength 10. Both go right through. I am minus 4 to your saves.
No saves?
Nothing. So it's minimum 3 here. So the minimum I can do is 6 wounds. So I just need a single 4.
Boom.
That is what Neutron Lasers should do.
However, it is technically within 6 of my Warlord.
Okay. What does that do?
Explode.
Oh right, well it's your vehicle, so you roll to explode.
No, Ross, I'll let you have the honours.
Okay. No.
Thank God.
Cognus Heavy Stubbers next. Going on to your veteran squad, who never seem to die.
On the other side of that.
I think that's going to change though. 3's to hit, re-rolling 1s. Oops. Not bad, that was a hit. But I just accidentally nudged it. Hey.
Yeah, no.
3's to wound you. 3 wounds. Now you're actually all fully within cover, so you'll be a 4+ save.
What is Cognus?
Cognus allows me to advance and still target the weapon, so it's
Cool.
no use here.
Yeah, that's fine. So 4 ups. So 1 dies.
And our next Neutron Laser going after your commander. Hope to bring him down. I'm going to put the Cognus Heavy Stubbers into him as well because you killed the only guy I could see. So I'm not putting them into them. Neutron Laser, how many shots? Only 1. 3's to hit, reroll 1s. So we do hit. 3's to wound. 4 wounds, goes right through your armour.
Yeah, what does it do?
2 damage, minimum of 3 wounds.
Not too bad.
I'll quickly do the Cognus Heavy Stubbers. It's going to be 3's to hit, reroll 1s. Reroll 1. And then it's going to be 6's to wound you for no wounds. Eradication Ray from Dominus, who is going to target your tank commander again.
Cool.
D3 shots. 3 shots.
Not bad.
Really wish that was on the Neutron Laser. I don't ignore heavy and I did move slightly, so 3's to hit. Reroll 1s because I'm a Dominus. So yep. And then it is going to be 5's to wound you for no wounds. I'm going to quickly do a Phosphor Serpentor. 2's to hit. And it's going to be 5's to wound you. So as a wound, minus 1 to your armour. 1 damage, so 4 up save.
And saved.
Radium Carbine next from our Vanguard into your veterans. 3's to hit. No rerolls, not this turn. 4's to wound you. 1 wound. Yarn covers, 4+ save.
Hooray!
You're all good. So that's the end of the Adeptus Mechanicus turn 3. Not bad, got rid of the Stormlord finally, you know, only took 2 rounds. Got rid of a Demolisher, did some damage to veterans, did some damage to Will's HQ.
Heavy weapon squad gone.
Heavy weapon squad gone as well, actually that was a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Neutron Lasers finally proved themselves, though one of them did roll 1 again.
Finally, they were just warming up, Ross.
Yeah, I got to assassinate with Transonic Arquebuses, which is always awesome, so I got 1 victory point for that as well.
Indeed.
Which brings us 3 to 3, Will.
Yeah, Ross, I'm not going to lie, and just to have a quick overview, folks. Obviously, Ross has got this massive conga line of units. Bear in mind, Ross's Forge World...
Strategist 8.
Yep, exactly.
Minus 1s to hit. I've still got a lot of anti-tank.
Exactly, and then I've only got that veteran squad. Again, I could pull an objective that could be great, but at this point, Ross will rinse me in the next go.
If I get your tank commander, I could get a lot of victory points for that as well.
So I think, do you know what, Ross? I think I will concede.
Fair play.
Give it there, Ross. And yeah, let's leave it at that.
Well, that was, we finally managed to get our Astra versus Admech battle report. I think we've been talking about this one for a while.
We have, yeah, just because we usually, I think both of us like our gunline armies,
Yep.
so although I didn't really gunline it as much as I thought I would, I've done a lot of movement.
Yeah, you did. Well, it's, you know, having the Forge World rule, Strategist 8, the -1 to hit, I knew that would be a problem for you.
Oh, that is a massive, do you know what? I don't know how I feel about that particular one. I think it is massively powerful.
It is a very good rule.
It is, because it buffs you defensively.
Yeah.
Because obviously...
It hinders you.
Yeah, so it buffs you defensively and it hinders your opponent offensively. Whereas quite a lot of other sort of doctrines or regimental doctrines, anything like that, it's usually just like a little buff.
Yeah.
For your army specifically. So that kind of affects your opponent as well as protects you. It's huge, absolutely huge.
It's interesting though, Astra, I think, are the only force to not have got it, minus Death Guard and Grey Knights. I think every other one might have got it, but it's certainly a very good go-to defensive one. Against Astra, Tau, it's a real hindrance.
Oh yeah, reducing me to like ballistic skill orc.
Yeah.
You know, that's huge for a shooting
Unless
army.
you come at me, you know.
Well, that's just it. Because see, if I played my traditional sort of Cadia force,
Yep.
right? Yeah, I get my rerolls. But I need to move forward to hit you. In which case, Cadia only gets rerolled to once if they stayed still in the previous turn.
Yeah.
So you would just neuter the Cadian force altogether. So brutal, absolutely brutal.
I would know as well, I think that was an interesting game for really bad rolls when each of us needed it.
Yeah.
You know, each time you went to get a new command point, well, when you needed the damage, you go, I got a 1. And then you'd go to get a command point back and you got a 5.
Yeah.
You know, I got my command point back, but I failed to do anything.
See, with Astra, I really need rerolls. I think from now on, it's going to be Catachan. Like, basically with the Catachan one, you get to re-roll those kind of dice. So in terms of if I'm choosing how many shots a Demolisher gets, how many shots a Battle Cannon gets, if I roll a 1 or a 2, which tends to be the norm for me, I get to re-roll it.
You got 11 twice.
It's not good enough, Ross.
It's not good enough. I got 1 shot a piece.
That was
5 times this game.
I have to admit, that was a one-off, those two. That never happens.
Usually I roll amazing for Dune Crawlers, so it was about time I
kind of reflipped there.
Yeah.
Not too bad. But no, I think it was well deserved. I love Skitarii / Admech. I love the models. They are absolutely solid. Although I was quite chuffed when my Stormlord.
Oh, that was amazing. I didn't see that coming.
No, in all honesty, neither did I. As I was reading through the stratagem cards, I was like, well, that would be funny.
And it hurt. And it hurt.
Yeah, no, it was good.
So thanks again, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Please check us out on social media as we have a bunch of projects going up. I think we've got a couple of armies going up, Tyrannids, Elder, Death Guard at some point. So we'll show you the progress then going forward. We've got a whole bunch of community posts there as well, and just humour as well. So thanks again, guys, and we'll please obviously comment, like, share and subscribe, and we'll see you in another Tabletop Assault Battle Report.